Hi guys, for today's video, I'm super excited to share with you this extreme patio makeover. Today we are working at my mom's house and this is just a little before of what her patio looked like. She didn't really have any design or decoration to it, so we are going to change that for today. So to prep for this makeover, I of course went ahead and just removed everything that she currently had on her patio. We do have the boxes of the stuff that we will be using for this makeover also on the patio, but right now we're just focusing on removing all of the old stuff that we won't be using for today. Super simple. If you guys want to do a makeover of your patio, I definitely recommend clearing it off completely, giving it a nice wash, sweep it off, make sure everything is nice and clean before you go ahead and add in your new stuff. Also, while you're cleaning, it's good to take a look and see if there's anything that you can incorporate in the new makeover. So here are the items that we were going to be using for today's makeover. Huge thank you to Safavieh for sending over these pieces and making this makeover possible for my mom. She really appreciates it and so do I. So I will have everything linked down below that I used, but right now I am just taking everything out of the box. Everything was packaged super neat, really nice, and a good thing that I was loving about this stuff is as I was opening it up, it was pretty much ready to go. Some of the pieces didn't even require any assembly. So this particular concrete table right here that you're looking at, it was ready to go right out of the box, which was super convenient. But even on the items that did require assembly, as you can see here, right on the instructions, it gave you about a general time that it would take to assemble, and they estimated it would take 10 minutes. And sure enough, these pieces were super easy to assemble. So all you pretty much had to do was match up the little grooves to all of the pieces, and then you would just screw in the screws. That was the most difficult part for me, just because I'm not that strong, but it was super easy to just use the tool that they provided to do so, just because these are real wood pieces, so you actually are screwing the screws into real wood, so they're super great quality. They're going to be very durable, especially something to look for when you're going with outdoor furniture. You want to go with something that is definitely going to last over time, so I would recommend going with pieces like this that you know are going to be good quality and hold up all of the different weather conditions that they might go through from being outdoors. This particular set that I chose is great. It comes with a full bench and then it comes with two separate tables. As you guys can see, my brother stepped in a little bit there just to see if I needed some extra help, because once it got down to the end, as I mentioned, it got a little bit harder to screw in the screws, so you need a little bit extra muscle for that. But once that was all done, I moved on to this beautiful concrete coffee table. Now they have a few different versions of this, and this time I went with the one on wheels, and I cannot stress how much I recommend this coffee table. Super good quality, nice and heavy concrete, but because the wheels are on it, you guys will see a little bit later in the video, it's super easy to maneuver it around. So this is what the patio is looking like now that it is cleaned off and pretty much ready to go and start adding in the furniture, as well as we're ready to start styling everything. So the first thing that I wanted to go ahead and add in was the rug. I did notice that it had been rolled up for quite some time, so I definitely wanted to go ahead and make sure I rolled it out first. I originally thought it would be easier to just put some heavier things on the end to just kind of flatten it out, but we actually Googled and YouTubed it. A really good trick when you have this issue with rugs is to just roll it the opposite way. So I did put some heavier stuff on it, but then I decided to just roll it the opposite way. I kept it rolled up and then I moved on to my next step while I left it rolled up, and that completely did the trick, as you guys will see a little bit later in the video. And then moving on, this set did come with its own outdoor pillows. They were navy blue, and I opted to go ahead and just buy some off of Amazon that were black, so it would tie in together with the rug a little bit better. So I found these linen pillow covers that are seriously such good quality. I will definitely have them linked down below. So I just went ahead and unwrapped those. To go along with it, I was able to find a set also of 4 pillow inserts for super affordable on Amazon as well. So here you will see me opening them, and I was a little confused because when I pulled it out of the packaging, it looked like it was one large pillow, but sure enough, it wasn't. It's actually 4 separate pillows. So I discovered that after I went ahead and opened the vacuum seal. So that was definitely a sigh of relief for me, because I was like, oh no, did they send me the wrong pillow? So as you can see, they're super small and they fit perfectly into these little linen pillow covers. Keep in mind, the ones that were sent with the Safavieh furniture are obviously a better option because they are waterproof and they're meant for outdoors. These aren't meant for outdoors, so you'll definitely need to take these inside when you aren't using them. Also able to find these really great hooks off of Amazon, and I'm going to be using these to install the lights. I actually got super lucky and I only needed one. They're really easy to use. All you have to do is just screw it into the ceiling, whether it's wood or concrete. They work really nicely. Just apply a little bit of pressure. But my mom already had some form of hooks already up. She used to have like outdoor curtains. So that is what I'm using to hang these lights. But if you don't have that option, just buy a pack of those screw hooks and they're super amazing. So I went ahead and just added those lights. I strung them across only just a few times. I just wanted to add some form of outdoor lighting. As you can see there, that's what one of the hooks looks like. And then of course, I definitely wanted to make sure that they worked. So I went ahead and turned on the lights just to make sure there weren't any loose bulbs or anything. These lights are also from Amazon, so I'll link them down below. Now it is time for the fun part. We are going to go ahead and add in all of the furniture. So I started off with the little love seat bench just to kind of make sure everything was nice and centered. I then added in the cushions that go along with it. These are really great quality. You can tell they're super nice and waterproof, so they'll be super safe outside. And then I added in the rug as well. The coffee table, as you guys can see here, I can't say enough good things about it. It's so easy to just roll it in. Even though it's heavy concrete, I can easily maneuver it myself, which usually isn't the case with concrete pieces. So I just used that as a guide to make everything centered, and then I moved in the love seat a little bit more onto the rug before I went in and added the other two chairs that go along with it. I'm absolutely loving how everything is coming together so far. Now I'm adding in the little side table, and I feel like I moved this around a few times before I decided exactly where I wanted it to go. So here I'm just adding in the final little cushions, and they have ties on them where you can tie them and secure them to the actual seats as well, which is super convenient, especially if you live in a place where it gets windy. You don't have to worry about them flying away or anything. After that, I definitely wanted to go ahead and add in those pillows that I picked up. Again, I just think they make the whole set kind of pop, and they tie in really nicely with the rug. The navy blue ones are really pretty too, but I just wanted them to match the rug a little bit better, so I opted to get these cushions instead. But as I mentioned earlier, not too sure how these will hold up outside all year long, so definitely make sure to bring them in if you decide to go with those. My mom had these really cool silver metallic planters already that just happened to match everything I was doing perfectly, so I went ahead and used those. I got this tree. This actually belonged to my dad, and I definitely wanted to keep it and use it somewhere, and it fits perfectly, as you guys will see, in this planter that my mom already had. So it has a new home in her backyard, which is awesome. I absolutely love the look of these planters, so if I can find something similar, I will definitely have that linked down below for you guys. But I then went ahead and popped in another one of her plants that was already potted that fit perfectly into this planter as well. So as you guys see, I did end up moving the smaller planter to the opposite side just to have greenery on both ends, and then this little side table finally found its home. I found this super cool tabletop fire pit off of Amazon that matched the planters perfectly. So that is what I'm using to style the coffee table. And then my mom had this really cool like wooden hand that I just decided to use with the space as well. And before I show you guys the reveal, I definitely wanted to share with you guys one more time the before of her backyard, because to me it is such a huge difference. So this is what the backyard patio looks like now. I absolutely love the way that everything turned out and came together. I wanted to keep it super simple and minimal, but still have like a really nice, fun, relaxing feel to the space. I hope this video inspires some of you guys to head out to your backyard and give your patio a nice, fun makeover, especially with summer coming up. This is the perfect time to get that done. And again, a huge thank you to Safavieh for sending over this furniture and making this makeover possible for my mom. Be sure to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. I will have the links to everything I used in the description box down below. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, and if you guys decide to do an extreme patio makeover, be sure to send me your before and after pictures on Instagram. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!